to Withdrawal Symptoms. This show is an evaluation of the project. We're going to look back over the past few weeks to see how making the web series was possible, with cast interviews and also a look back at where the idea for Withdrawn came from.
Well, my role in the group is the main cinematographer, and I'm going to be handling a majority of the post-production.
Alright, I have made the website, social media, photography, sound, and soundtrack, and just a load of stuff, I guess.
My role in the group was kind of I was a producer, so I kind of took on the role to plan out the project, kind of look further ahead to see what could be done, how much time we'd need for certain things. I made a day-by-day timetable, which we stuck to, which was great. And I think overall I was trying to make everybody's jobs a little bit easier in the sense that everything was planned, and obviously getting the actors, making sure they're on time for the shooting, make sure they know their lines, what they're doing. So yeah.
I definitely enjoyed filming the web series because I haven't had much experience in filming my own stuff. This actually gave me the freedom to explore what I can do, my strengths and my weaknesses.
I think it's seeing something come from the ground up. So it's sort of this idea that we had a while back, and then just it growing from there, just getting even better.
Well, I liked everything. I mean, everything was great fun. Making a web series in general, just, I don't know, there's something about like branding something and like making it kind of not your own, but just, yeah, making it your own. Like you're branding something, you're making a logo, a graphic for it, you know, you're making these characters, and you know, and it was just a great thing. Yeah.
I think working in a group is actually one of the main things I think worked well in the project, because we were organised, we gave each other roles to handle, so everything was evenly given out and no one had too much to do. So, yeah.
I think definitely the fact of making this a web series rather than a film. Because at first we had plans to make a sort of a short film out of it, and I don't think it would have had as much an effect as a web series would have.
What I think went really well, I think we worked, as Seb was saying, great as a group. We all came together kind of as a group with our own different roles, because obviously, I mean, I'm not bossy and such, but I kind of like order, so I kind of took on the role, as I said, as a producer. You know, Seb wants to develop his skills in film, and Frankie with obviously sound and website creation and things like that, which was great. And we all brought it together, and we learnt from each other as well, which I think was really good.
Well, at the start, we conducted primary research in the form of interviews. Upon filming, I forgot to turn the mic on. The main camera guy forgot to turn the mic on.
Did you learn from this?
I definitely learned from it, and the next time we filmed it, I didn't make that same mistake again.
No, because I don't sound.
Problems? Well, me specifically?
Yeah.
Sound-wise, if you've seen our behind the scenes, we bought batteries from Maplin. Word of advice, don't buy batteries from Maplin. So other than that, battery-wise, which is a problem on many fronts, including camera, yeah, no problems really, apart from batteries. Charge them, buy them, store them, have them.
Problems. Well, it might not have been a problem to everybody else, but in my eyes it was kind of a problem. Getting 4 actors there on time probably drove me insane. Although they were great, they were on time, you know, they did the job, but you know, getting them there was quite stressful, and obviously we were in the middle of the woods, so I was the only one that knew the woods, so I had to go and get them, make sure they're there, because obviously it was an area they didn't know, and obviously we had to juggle about days for filming, because obviously some of them were unavailable, but I mean they did a great job, so that's all that matters really.
I learned that I don't like filming in the woods. That's one thing. But seriously, I learned that working in a group actually is really helpful, especially when you have people like Michael and Frankie. I mean, everything was just so much more organised, so that's what I learned. I also learned that, funnily enough, exhibitions and galleries do help with coming up with background plots. Yeah.
What have I learned? I've learned a lot about websites in general and promotion for a series, because a lot of people don't want to follow you back. And you just need to sort of get that audience. And to get that, you need a demographic. But then again, our demographics are so varied. So yeah.
What have I learned? This is quite an interesting one because I really like, I mean, I'm interested in film, obviously, and I'd like to kind of develop my cinematography skills as such, but I think working alongside Seb, who was doing film, although I know it's a director's role to kind of take control of shots and things like that, but I suppose I did learn a lot from him, and the way in detail he wanted to like capture shots and things like that. Like in my eyes, I just wanted to, like, you know, let's just film it. But I think that kind of paid off, hopefully. And I think I learned a lot, like, obviously, because I had to book out the equipment, so I was learning stuff about like what different equipment did what, like different lenses, I mean, it was a lot of equipment. And to lug that about was quite a task, but you know, I think in the end it will pay off. So yeah.
What will be next? Well, we've actually got down to planning that, haven't we? Well, what I've got down is Natalie and Ryan, in their separate ways, find different camps, and since Ryan is trying to find Natalie, he comes across camps which have actually already seen her, so he's like that little step behind. Yeah. Dwayne's going crazy as well, and Lisa's dead. So, but I had a little idea where Lisa didn't actually die, but was found by another camp, and yeah.
Thanks for the characters.
I've had this plan from day one, man. Alright, so spoilers. So in the final scenes, Ryan is poised up against this tree and looks half dead. And so the audience will insinuate that he may have died. But in fact, he gets saved by someone else. And then in that in the saving of him, he goes to this sort of community, and he sort of gets better and asks about Natalie, and is like, oh, have you seen this girl? He goes, oh yeah, she was with us for a bit, but she's decided to move on. She said something about going north. And then that's when it just, literally, it's a constant chase, where I think, like Seb said, he's always behind her a little bit. He's always gets so close, but yeah, so far.
Well, now this is like, if only we could continue the project, because it'd be so much fun and it'd be so great. But I would like to see, as it's a web series, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, but I would like to see maybe, obviously, Ryan's point of view, episodes with Ryan's point of view, episodes with Natalie's point of view, and episodes from Dwayne's point of view, and eventually they all meet and come together. Maybe some of them are alive, maybe some of them are not. But I think that would be really interesting and really good. Introduce new characters, new camps, new kind of relationships. There's so many possibilities. I mean, if only we could continue it, which maybe one day we will, who knows. So to kickstart us, we're going to take you right back to where the idea for making the web series came from. Now, the idea for Withdrawn came from quite a while back, when we had a film project at college. Now, the project was to create a film around the theme of the chase. So we decided to set it in the woods, with two survivors who were being chased by an unknown entity. Now, the audience didn't know what it was very spooky, and pre-production, filming it and post-production was so fun, and we just enjoyed it so much. So we thought, why not strip it back to the basics and recreate it? Now, this film was called Greed, and here it is.
That's the last of it. Smile of fix, mate. Yeah, we'll keep moving. Look, there's a guy. Let's go get him. No. He may have supplies. Let's go. No, where you going? Come back here.
So greed was a seed, and we thought, where could it lead? Now, we looked back at making greed, and we thought it was so fun, and as a joke we said, why don't we make greed 2 for our final major project? But you know, this didn't really come about, but then we thought, hang on a minute, we can make this into a web series. So with doing a bit of research and writing our final major project proposals, we thought, yeah, we could actually make this a fun project. So that's how Withdrawn was born. Now, it was quite a hard process. It wasn't easy writing scripts, coming up with story ideas, casting, but it was all great fun. Now, we even put in some greed references for you. Can you spot them? If you didn't, here they are.
Fuck's sake.
Here, take this.
Oh, thanks. Are you sure?
We hope you enjoyed watching this series as much as we enjoyed making it. But obviously it wouldn't have been possible without the cast and everyone involved, so a massive thank you to all of them. Now I would love to see the project continue in the future, but as of now, that's it from us. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.